Hey, what's up, beautiful souls? I hope everybody is doing well, and I hope everybody is being able to be present and um, really focusing on positive aspects of this whole chaotic situation that humanity is in. Um, I'm not here to push an agenda, not here to um, speak of conspiracies that are going around. Um, I'm just here to speak to your soul, and I hope that this can find you in a centered place and you can absorb um, the information that resonates with you. And if it doesn't resonate with you, then um, that's okay. That's everybody's truth is different, and that's part of it. When we speak our own truth, we start to put all the individual truths together to see the bigger picture. So again, take what you will from whatever this message comes out to be at the end, but just know that um, beautiful times are ahead. There are some really dark aspects of ourselves, of our individual selves and our collective selves that are coming to light at this time. And um, whether it's the virus or um, layers behind the virus and other workings that people are talking about, and um, some of the lights being shown in some areas in humanity and our level of consciousness that is exposing fear and exposing lower vibrational energies within our own beings so that we can address them and so that we can heal them, take the lessons, and move forward and continue to evolve in our consciousness and expand our consciousness. And this can be looked at again in so many layers. There are so many layers to this, and this is going to be a huge leap in human consciousness. And um, if you've experienced anything in life and you've experienced hardships in life, you know that the darkness can be your greatest teacher, and it can be a tool that you use to become more self-aware and just aware in general and more connected. So when the masses and the collective energy of humanity turns a blind eye to the darknesses of being human and what this duality can potentially create with unlimited potential and infinite possibilities, um, when you bring that wisdom into play, you understand how the ego driven, materialistic fame and fortune, how toxic that can become, and how much it can take you away from your soul essence of love and compassion and empathy. And it's really downregulated humanity's genes for generations, and it's made us numb to death and um, really just made us self-centered and not in a faithful way, in a very egoic way, and only looking out for ourselves. And it shows with the mad rush to the stores and people hoarding toilet paper. For God's sakes, this virus doesn't even cause the shits and there's no toilet paper. um, it really just shows and is exposing imbalances within our own beings. And as above, so below, right? So internally, the darknesses that we haven't sifted through are coming to light, because as we move into the age of Aquarius, and if you look into the precession of the equinox and different astronomy tools that are used to map out eras of consciousness levels and humanity, moving into the golden age of divine wisdom and truth being supreme, and love being the government, if you will. The government will become love eventually as we shift into this new era of consciousness and this higher these higher dimensions as humans. So what I say to you is pay attention to what's coming up in your life. And I'm not talking about what the news is telling you or what your Facebook feed is telling you. Pay attention to the fears that are coming up in your life. Pay attention to the unsettling feelings, the unsettling information. Usually, if they're unsettling and they trigger some kind of negative response from you, that is the direction that you need to go. And you need to get to the root of that so we can heal that and we can cleanse our root chakra so we can ascend and live from higher chakra systems and connect with higher realms instead of allowing fear to keep us prisoner in this three-dimensional realm. Um, it's important to pull these things to the surface, go through them, and it's hard to break down a picture that's unfathomable, and because you could really talk about each one of these little pieces in an entirety for an infinite amount of time. But at this point in time, we're going through the collective darkness so that we can ascend and we can evolve in our human consciousness and upregulate our DNA to live a more heart-centered life and a more life of community and helping one another. And we've been moving this way for some time. We're coming out of a really dark age where hate was very heavy and very prevalent in people's heart, and it's being exposed now, and which is a beautiful thing. So in the coming days, start imagining the life that you want from your heart, not from your ego. I'm not talking about dreaming of big houses and lots of money. Sink into your heart energy and really map out the life that you want to live with your family and your loved ones and your friends, and what you envision, and the community that you can build, and how you can help people, and how you can just offer your abundance no matter what it is. If your abundance is smiles, then offer it to the collective. If your abundance is words, share it. Share your light. It's time to step into our power. We have the power of unlimited potential, but for so long, lower energies have kept us shackled in these fearful patterns and these patterns of trauma that we can't seem to break. Well, the time is now. And whether you are going to consciously break it or life and the universe is going to bring something to break it for you, it's here. It's here in these next few days. Just be open to anything. In a time where our reality is really up in the air with this thing, this pandemic, if you will, shutting down society, basically, you're really going to see more beautiful paradigms come forth. And it's the darkest before dawn. So I pray for you. I love you. Know that you are enough as you go through this. Be open to processing information that is foreign to you. Question everything. Take everything with a grain of salt. Sit with it in your heart, no matter who's telling you. Find your truth. Listen to your intuition. It'll never steer you wrong because it's from higher dimensions, and it knows no fear because it's connected to divine source. I love you guys. If you need an ear, if you want to learn about breathing techniques, if you want to learn about meditation, if you want to learn about foam rolling, anything, any one of my tools that I've used on my journey, I'm willing to share every bit of knowledge that I have. And I've been called, and now it's coming full circle, and I've been making these videos for the last few years for a reason, because there are going to be a lot of questions in the near future. And I'm here to be a beacon of light, and my service has changed from the military to a service of heart and a service of God and service of self. So if you need help with yourself, I can offer my tools. Doesn't mean it'll work for you, but it's a tool you didn't have, and you may need it down the road. So ask your guides for healing dreams tonight before you go to bed. When you pray, if you pray, ask for healing dreams. Ask for a better future, because it's right around the corner. I love you guys. Have a wonderful night.